up, everybody? It is Garrett from Third Gen Aquatics, and today we will be learning about the apex predator. And as you could tell from the first brief minute or so of this video, this fish is an absolute bully. Let's break it down, let's get into it. So, although all of these fish are absolutely massive compared to my little gal right now, she will get to be a good size one day as well. Now, first impressions of these fish, I personally feel like is the overall size of this fish. This fish is just overall has such a stocky build and it looks like it could tear into you and really do some damage. And I think that's why I'm so attracted to this fish, honestly, is because it just looks like it could tear into you at any moment. It looks very unpredictable. And that's what I like in a lot of the bigger cichlid species, and this one 100% takes the cake out of all of them, in my opinion. And we shall talk about that here in a moment. I've heard and read all kinds of different stories when it comes to these fish truly showing their dominant nature. Now, of course, that's mainly through the males. Females are very aggressive too, especially during breeding times. Something that I did find interesting about these fish is their natural habitat, that being in Central America, and the way that their aggression and overall ruling of Central American waters, if you will, has changed due to environment changes over the years and run ins with other big predatory fish from this area. But by no shocker, really, to anybody, these fish have prevailed and are still to this day clearly kicking ass and then some. So I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret, and that secret being what makes them the ultimate predator and why they're different from the rest. So as you can see, these fish are absolute monsters. Anything going on in their aquarium that they are not okay with and do not like, they will make sure they take care of that problem right away, and that it will no longer be a problem again. Which they're just such a hardcore fish, in my opinion. They truly are. Their extreme aggression is probably, like I said, one of my favorite things about them. Again, they're extremely territorial, and it gets even worse during breeding. Again, in that brief little clip in the video, you can see the male chasing the female there, and it's absolutely gnarly how mean these fish can be. These fish grow to a very, very good size as well. And again, they have a very stocky, thick, muscular build. So on average, males can grow anywhere from 28 to 32 inches. Females are obviously a good amount smaller, but nonetheless, again, the females are very, very, very aggressive too. Their predatory instinct is another thing that amazes me. They're opportunistic hunters. They're very powerful and fierce, again, predators that will eat all kinds of different fish, any really easy meal, and they have no issues doing it, again, due to their structure. They're designed to be little water missiles or water canines or whatever you want to call them. They are tanks of the Central American waters, which again, it's crazy how time can evolve fish and how over time fish become smart to other fish's behaviors or all kinds of different things that these fish are able to become accustomed to. Because again, that's another thing that makes them such an apex predator is their amount of intelligence, and it blows my mind how intelligent these fish truly are. Now, in captivity, their intelligence is shown through recognizing feeding times, feeding patterns, learning different feeding routines, and they recognize people too. I that's what they've put out, and that's what I've read in multiple different places. But I also kind of believe a lot of fish recognize their people or their owners over time. But who knows? Maybe they are a little more intelligent when it comes to that than the rest. That they're very picky about their environment during breeding time. They have to have it a certain way, their way, and nothing is going to change that. Now, I've only had my female for a little while now, and she's been hanging out in the 65 gallon with my Lemon Oscar and my Red Devil as well. And she is doing a very, very good job of that. She's holding her own, she's eating, she's honestly coloring up very, very well, growing very well. She's doing phenomenal in this tank, and it actually did kind of surprise me because I was worried that she was going to show some of her potential aggression to some of the other fish that are in that tank, especially towards like the rope fish and the bisher that I have in there. And she's been very, very well mannered. Now, I think that'll change as she matures, gets a little older. I think she'll get a little more grumpy, but we'll have to keep an eye on that and see. I truly, truly do, though, mean it when I say, in my opinion, this fish is an apex predator. So I greatly appreciate all of you guys for sticking with it and staying true to Third Gen Aquatics. Still following, still liking, still watching. You guys have no idea how much that actually does mean to the three of us. So, thank you guys.